Dry, sunny and warm yet again today, but all change as we head into the weekend. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up. Good morning, Britain.
Thursday.
You know, stripping off, exposing flesh this morning, and I'm hoping that means it's going to be hot.
It is time to hold on to summer.
Well done,
There
you.
is warmth and there is sunshine. I've had the same headline for the last few days, warm and sunny. So that is what we have here, because we have high pressure, but over in Central Europe, they are still being battered by Storm Boris. It's now heading its way to the wildfires right along the coast of Portugal, and this satellite image and the smoke from the wildfires heading its way to central areas. That could well be transported to our shores in the coming days, which would give us some pretty impressive sunrises and sunsets. So a really complex weather setup across Europe at the moment. We've got the low pressure with Storm Boris moving through Italy. We've got the heat and humidity building across the near continent where we have the wildfires. But for us, high pressure, keeping all of that at bay, keeping things fine and dry for the next few days, because change happens this weekend. We start to... Good morning to you. The weather is repeating itself at the moment. Dry, fine, sunny conditions, thanks to high pressure. It sits over us at the moment. It keeps weather fronts at bay, keeps the storm wave they've had through the near continent. But that shifts into the weekend. It moves north, allowing more unsettled conditions to move in. And it's southern areas that are set to see above average. We're looking at 20 to 23 degrees in the north, 25 degrees in the south. So how do things pan out as we head through the next 7 days? Well, we look across the north of the UK first of all. And the north is closer to the high pressure. This is where it is drier and more settled for our outlook. So the temperature line in the middle here, the white line is average, is above average, but falls below average as we head into next week. Percentage chance of rainfall across the north of the UK. You can see for the rest of the week into the weekend, it is largely fine and dry. It's not until the middle of next week it turns more unsettled. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Again, we look at our temperature compared to average, this white line in the middle, and it stays above average all week into the weekend, but back down to where it should be into the middle of next week. But the percentage chance of rainfall is different here. We have high pressure with us today, but low pressure moves in for tomorrow and for the weekend, so frequent heavy showers, warnings likely to be issued, and these unsettled conditions last into next week as well. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. I've had a very easy job so far this week because the weather's been fine and dry, and we do that all over again today. Here's the reminder of the why. High pressure. It means these weather fronts stay away, but you'll see it start to disappear to the north as we head through the weekend, and that allows weather systems to move up from the south, bringing heavy rain through southern... Good morning to you. I'll tell you what's amazing at the moment, how we've had warmth and sunshine. It's been feeling like summer, and if you've enjoyed this weather, you will enjoy it today yet again. Here is the why. High pressure. Low pressure brings unsettled conditions. That's what's been happening with Storm Boris through Central Europe with the flooding. But for us, we've had high pressure keeping it dry. Top temperatures of 25 degrees. So let's see how things pan out as we head through the next 7 days. So we split the country in half. It's Leeds northwards is the northern half, and this is how it looks for temperatures first of all. The white line is average, where it should be for the time of year, so above average for the next few days, but turning cooler into next week. Then we look at our percentage chance of rainfall, how likely we are to see wet weather across the north in the next few days. It is largely fine and dry all week, this weekend, but into next week, as it turns cooler, that's when we see the high chance of wet weather returning. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Again, temperature-wise, this white line is where it should be for the time of year. So we're above average, still staying pleasantly warm, but a big change in our weather symbols and the chance of getting wet. So today is largely dry, but tomorrow we see showers moving in. They turn heavy and thundery all weekend. We're likely to see warnings being issued from the Met Office, and it stays unsettled into the start of next week too. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. The weather is on repeat, and yet again this morning it is looking fine and dry for many of us. A bit more cloud around, some mist and fog, but it will clear to be another beautiful day of sunshine. This is the latest radar showing it's dry. Cloud-wise, there's a fair bit of it through England and eastern areas of Wales, and some misty conditions again through eastern areas of England. But the sun is still strong enough to burn the mist and fog away and the cloud pretty quickly, lingering around this northeastern coast for time. But away from here, it is dry, it is sunny, it is warm, and the winds are light, and it means temperature-wise, we're looking at 25 or 26 degrees Celsius across the south and east. Tonight, we do it all over again. The cloud rolls in, misty conditions, but yet again, it leads us to another fine day ahead tomorrow.